about our Father's business. Grind mode, filled with this Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene. Episode about our Father's business.
Yo, we are back. Episode 81 of season 2 of the Not the Same Podcast, hosted by this one word, C-Micah. I'm pointing right there. And that one word over there, Mr. Rob Redeem. We're glad, gracious, and happy to be back with you guys once again for another music and faith show. Got some of the latest and greatest of CHH/positive music. You'll get a mix of both tonight. Be sure to tune in and lock in for that. Voice, what's up, my brother? Glad you're here tonight. Glad to see you. But if you are watching us right now, exclusive. What's up, Miss Dingle? If you're watching us right now exclusively on YouTube, do us a solid, do us a favor, and do what you see on the screen. Number one, hit that like button, and don't be disobedient. Hit the like button. Next, hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to Not the Same Podcast. And lastly, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we're going to do some live stuff when it may not be on the normal show times. Just hit the notification bell. I ain't got to explain all that to you. One word, just hit the notification bell.
Go ahead, we also want to give a shout out to our rebroadcasters, our MTMV family. We got one in the building right now as far as old school in the building right now with our homeboy, The Voice. You see him over there. Live Show TV, Takeover Radio, Praise 365, Parable Radio. We have RYC Praise News.
I'm laughing at Mr. G. Can y'all play some blues songs tonight? That boy hurting. That boy, coach retired. He gone.
Yeah, coach retired, and all he got was a pat on the back and a kick in the butt. Hits our radio and podcast.
I gave that boy a good watch. Thank you for your service.
And 520 Collective, man. Those are the rebroadcasters.
Yes, sir. D, good to see you, sis. Glad you slid
Mac
through.
D, what's going on? Everybody's starting to roll in. We definitely appreciate y'all coming through tonight.
Yes, sir. So before we even get started, brother, first and foremost, how is you doing?
It's good, man. Today, Friday. You dig what I'm saying? It's been a busy week. You ever have one of them mental weeks? Not necessarily physically drained. The worst drain you can have is a physical drain or a mentally drained week because physically you're drained. You dig what I'm saying? So, a little mental draining, but today was my Friday and, one word, amp. You dig what I'm saying? I get a chance to sleep a little late. You know, sleeping for late for me is like, instead of getting up at 2, I get up at 6.
Early for others.
Yeah, early for like 6. I can't sleep past 6, 7, bro. I gotta be up late for that. So, yeah, man, excited. What's good with you?
Man, what's crazy is I don't work them type of hours that you do, but I can't sleep past about 7:30. I'm like,
I can't do it, bro.
Only way I can sleep past 7:30 if I went to bed like 2 in the morning, 2 or 3 in the morning. Then I can sleep past 7:30. But if I go to bed 12:30, I'm getting up about 6:45. No alarm, just up. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Let's go and get into what's good, man.
What's good?
Y'all don't need to know what Rob said in the background, but Rob Dean, my brother from another mother, like my homie Larry Rogers on the west side. Some say it's the best side, but we dwell in the Midwest, so be careful on the west side of St. Louis, tuck in your chain. Man, number one, my brother, what is good?
Yeah, I know. We kind of said that a minute ago. It may sound redundant for a newbie listening to the show. It's not. This is the What's Good 7. No, seriously though, man, what's good with me is I started one of my favorite shows. Hey, look. I know this is a Christian show, but I watch some ratchet stuff. Tubi is one of my favorite outlets. But I finally, I like to binge watch stuff, right? I love binge watch. And Raising Kanan Season 3 started some weeks ago. I think like on December 1st. Yeah. I'm in January. You know what that means? One word, on my off days, after I come from the gym, you know how the ladies be having baby daddies that sit home, play video games, and watch Netflix all day?
Jody.
I'm going to be Jody this whole weekend. I already did what I need to do. After I leave the gym, I'm Jody-ing it all weekend so I can catch up with my Raising Kanan because now I can binge watch and I ain't got to wait for the next week to come. So I'm excited. What's good with you, bro?
What's good with me, man? I have gotten to that point. What's up, Higgins? What is good with me, man? I have gotten to this point of my workout journey where I felt like I was plateauing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I lost the initial big bulk of weight I wanted to.
No. Say flex on them, bro. How much you done lost? That's a cut. Hey,
like 36 of them things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? 36 lbs on them.
Yeah. So like 36 of them things, and I got to the point, but I still got a few sculpting spots I want to get straight, right? And you start to feeling, after a while, you get this plateau feeling, man, and you like, dang, man, ain't nothing working. And, a good recommendation from my brother to the right about a certain way of lifting these weights helped me, and I started like, oh, it's working again. And then number 2, man, today, I normally jog. Me and Rob go to the same gym. He got multiple gyms. That boy just super gym. But we got one of the gyms my brother got. We share, right? We both go there, as well as his wife Nikki. So I normally jog around the track because I cannot stand being in one spot. You know what I'm saying? And not looking at anything. I'm just looking in front of me. But today I got on this elliptical trainer. I had started doing that when my knees started hurting. I normally do about, as long as it take me to run a mile. So 10, 12 minutes, 13, something like that.
Right.
I'm gonna do 30 of them things a day. Oh yeah, boy, that hit different. Them 30 minutes hit different, dog. That 30 minutes with a hoodie on,
bro.
I had it up as far as it can go.
Oh,
that was the other part too. So it wasn't just ski. It was like it took a minute to get that rhythm to going, dog. But that sweat was dripping, dog. I was like, ooh, okay, this hit different. This something different. Man. So that's what's good with me, man. Because
congratulations on the 36 lbs, bro. That's an accomplishment, man.
Right on. When you get past the initial, like, oh, I lost weight, then you get to the point of, like, okay, I'm trying to reach these other little small goals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you ain't getting them, you can get disappointed. It can make you be like, you know what, dog, I'm finna go get some Church's chicken and call it a day. Or some Kentucky or something like that. It make you want to give up because you're not seeing the results you want to. So, yeah, man, that was a good thing for your boy today, bro.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Them tuts, that damn time of detention, kicking your tail,
brother. You know what I'm saying? Everything hurting. You know what I'm saying? Weights ain't even that heavy.
Nah, it don't. Hey, 25
somebody walk by
you feeling like 50s, bro.
Or somebody walk by you, look at your waist like, what are you doing with that? Yeah, do what I'm doing, though.
Do what I'm doing. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Worry about your own weights.
Hey, it's no secret, Hagens, that both of us one words hooded out like Tubi and Raising Canaan, bro.
I heard about Raising Canaan. Man, which one I got in? I got into one of them. I watched about 4 episodes, and I was like, I'm out, dog. It wasn't even for nothing. It just was. I watched too many series. I got too many. That's the problem. I got so many series I watch, man. And then and I don't like when they leave me hanging because I keep watching that bad boy.
Yeah.
But I need to know what they gonna do. Like that flight that you watched it too. The flight with Idris Elba or whatever his name is.
That joint was tough.
Me and Chris watched that whole joint one night.
Yeah, that mode was tough.
Hour-long episode. We just kept watching. We like, man, we got one more. We got to finish this thing. We had to finish it. I couldn't take it, dog.
Yeah, that mode was dope.
Stop leaving me hanging. Huh?
That mode was dope.
Yeah, John was super dope, man. Super dope. But
all right, man, let's get it going. We acting like folks ain't on the show, bro. We just hollering at chopping it up each other.
How y'all
what up, y'all? Yo, shout out to our listeners, man. Our listeners that's not watching us live, man, on Spotify, on iTunes, Apple Music, iTunes, however you listening to it. Hey, yo, give us them 5 stars if you listening to us on the through a podcast network as far as a streaming service and not seeing us live on the screen. Because sometimes we can forget about y'all. Look, we love y'all one words too, but like when we live, we see each other, and that's why you kind of see us reading the comments if y'all ain't caught on to that quite yet. And everybody that's putting up all these hood shows, you're dag right. I like all of them.
Every one of them. All right, man, let's hold up and wait.
Hold up.
Before we get into this face segment, I want to shout out Rob's uncle. I don't remember his name, but I remember something he told Rob to tell us to do. And if y'all had to forgive us. But if you are watching us exclusively on YouTube right now, do us a favor and hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed to Not the Same Podcast, go ahead and subscribe. And lastly, hit that notification bell. Now, if you was here the first time we did it, you'll be all right. But if you just not getting here, do what you just saw on the screen. Now, as we move on for the Not the Same Podcast face segment, how do you deal with becoming stagnant in your walk or any part of your life? When we say walk, your Christian walk, or any part of your life. You can be stagnant at a job. You can be stagnant like I was talking about with working out, stagnant in your relationship with your spouse or with your boo thing, your baby mama, whatever part is stagnant. How do you deal with becoming stagnant with your walk or any part of your life? Mr. Davis. Yep, that's right,
Yeah,
Hagen.
that's
That's
right,
right,
Hagen.
Hagen.
Shell. That's
You
what we
called
talking
it.
about. I don't know. I got different ways, man. I got
That
cats
boy
who
had to
pull
clear
my
his throat. Hold on. What this
yeah.
boy about to say? Excuse me.
This ain't confession time, bro. This ain't confession time. Go listen to the
Please.
music.
No.
You gonna hear the dirt.
No. This ain't the show for that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. When I get stagnant, I got brothers who hold me accountable, man. I know like Hagen's, he on there. My brother that you see right here, C-Micah.
Yeah.
If when I get stagnant or complacent or whatever the case may be, because sometimes you can get stagnant and don't realize it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you just stagnant and you sitting there and you don't realize. My son Dominic, shout out to Dominic. Like,
Yeah.
It was some stuff when he came back. He had Bible college, and it's some stuff that he noticed I was doing, and he was like, "Dad, you all right? Because this don't seem like the dad that I'm used to seeing. Like you kind of letting your guards down on some stuff." And I looked at him and said, "I'm so proud of you right now." Because I afforded him that ability to hold me accountable. You know what I mean? If you can't allow it, he's a young man. I get it. He's my son, but he did it respectfully. It wasn't like, one word, you tripping. You supposed to be my dad. It wasn't nothing like that.
Yeah.
It was a conversation that him and I was having while we were out eating because he was in town. And he held me accountable on some stuff. And it hit me like, yo, man, I'm so proud of you right now. You know what I mean? So you got to have that. You got to have that.
Yeah, I think one of the things I do to help me deal with it, man, is to look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my prayers every day, I ask the Lord, don't allow me to lose myself in being myself, right? And whatever that may be, because you can be like, man, I'm finna get into these video games. Like, my boy had just got 2K, and I'm thinking about I'm gonna get this new 2K, and you can lose yourself in the video game because you create yourself. You feel me? Like, it looked just like you run up down the court dunking on folks, and it's a whole world, and you lose. I'm just using a video game for example. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it may doing. Or you could do that with a job. You can be so driven that you become just a worker and then you're not a father no more, or not a husband no more, or vice versa. You become so over-focused on being a great father that you distant from your job. And like one of the greatest things we got to do as believers is keep balance. It ain't easy sometimes because it's like, okay, well, it's great to be a good daddy. You supposed to be a good daddy. Yeah, but you also supposed to be a good employee. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're a leader at your job, you got to be a good boss to even the workers you don't like. Because we can be real great boss to the dudes we like or the women we like that we work with or whatever. We can be, oh, man, we take care of them. Yeah, they always good or whatever. But the ones we don't like, we supposed to be reaching out for them too, Yeah. And that's sometimes that's a checkup thing for us as leaders to be able to do that, man.
I think the other thing, I turn on notifications on my phone. So, for example, I may get stagnant and don't read. Like, I'll pray. I pray on my way in the morning, but I get stagnant and not read the Bible as much. Like, of course, I'm still studying when it's time for us to get ready for our Bible studies or not.
Right.
So I can speak intelligently and be led by the Holy Spirit on what's putting out there. I take that very seriously no matter what's going on. But the day-to-day hustle and grind, you'll forget to read. So I have the Bible app on my phone, and it sends me notifications like a page, today's message or today's word, or reminder that you didn't read this. You ain't read your plan today. One word. You dig what I'm saying? So it's different things for the word to help me not become stagnant, so I can click it the same way I would click any other notification.
Yeah. Ms. Dingle says self-examination and regular growth check. That's good. And then she says, say that, Lord, help me deal with the ones I don't like. And that's always hard, man, because in a leadership role, you can't fire people because you don't like them. Now, people do it all the time, but I'm saying us believers that try to live by standing in the code. I ain't talking about just any old person, but us try to live by standing in the code. We can't be like, I don't like them. I'm trying to get their butt up out of here. That ain't right.
Right. No.
Because they could be the young dumb kid that you were, but you may have had a boss that gave you a chance because they saw potential in you. You know what I'm saying? And we got to know when to do that and when some folks just need to get their butt on up out of there. But that's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody losing their job, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody being demoted, somebody being pushed back to where they thought they was going up. And then you may think of, okay, let me push them back because they're going to grow. But then what if they don't? I know I'm going all over the place, but I'm just saying, that's the thoughts you think as a leader, man. It's like, okay, if I get on them this way, will I be able to bring them back up? Because some people, man, they can't take it. Some people, you get on them, like I guess that's similar to having kids. Some kids you can't whoop. Some kids you just got to talk to. Other ones you got to punch them in the chest. You know what I'm saying? It just depends, because everyone don't take the correction the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As far as job complacency goes, man, I don't know. That's as a believer, what I've done when I've gotten complacent, where I'm like, man, you know what? Forget these one words. I'm just about to come in here and collect my check. That's what the Holy Spirit convicts me and say, but who are you doing your work unto? You know what I mean? For the officers, and trust me, I know there's some officers who don't like me. You know what I mean? He too soft, or he got his people that he like. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, it's always a certain group of people that tend not to like me. Fill in the blank. But I'll put it to you this way. I have to remember who it is I'm working for, and you got to let your light shine, because the Bible talks about loving in and out the body of Christ. Like you said, it's real easy to dap up the ones you like, but the ones that you don't like you don't like their ways, not them as a person, but you just can't stand the ways and how they act. Man, them be them hard ones. I'll be trying to 100%. Drop heaps of coal.
Pour it all on their head, Lord.
Hey, look, the Bible talks about be nice. It's like dropping heaps of coal on their head, brother. I'm telling you, I'm like Santa Claus out this mud. I be trying to have a whole bag. Lord, let them get scorched just once, Lord.
Let it rain. Yeah, man. I think it's a good thing, man. Something you said, man. It reminds me of this, and I know. I remember years ago, I think I used to always say it to you, man, we got to work as unto the Lord. We do our work as unto the Lord. And it's so easy to work as unto ourselves, in a good way and a bad way. So in a good way, it's like, okay, I'm driven, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be the highest level African-American in this place. And I'm driven. Right. You just driven, and you mess around, you step on everybody because you're driven to where you want to be. But on the other end, you know what I'm saying? You could be like Rob said, man, forget these folks. I'm just clocking in, get my check, and I'm out. Both ways is wrong, because you're supposed to be working as unto the Lord. So as unto the Lord, it's like, okay, yeah, I can try to rise up and be elevated, but I ain't got to step on nobody to be elevated. But then on the other side, if I'm going to be there, I'm going to be a valuable employee. I'm not just going to be an employee. You know, I'm not just there to collect a check. And we all have the moments, man. Like, don't let us come off like, nah, we got it all together. No, we all had them moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I'm blessed and lucky that my bosses don't see me, like 95% of the time. And it's even easier for me to just be like, you know what, man, I'm going to shut this office door, turn this heat up on high. It's night. I could easily do that. Nobody would say nothing. Everything move on. But that thought stays in my head a lot. Work as unto the Lord. What is you doing when they don't see it? You know what I'm saying? And that's that ain't an easy thing, because it's a lot of freedom, dog. You know what I mean?
It is. Hey, sometimes
a lot of freedom.
Like, bro, I ain't going in the way of the Lord. I'm going to sleep at the valley of the boat.
Lord, I'll be right back. I'll be back in a minute.
I'll work unto you in a minute. I don't feel like.
But for right now, me in my house, I'm gonna go night. Right.
Hey, joking, but even not just in your Christian walk or in your job, but even in relationships, when things get stagnant, then you have to make sure. I think the biggest thing when your relationship gets stagnant, you got to do a self-examination. And you know what I'm saying, whether you're married or whether you're just dating, because I know a lot of single people say we leave the single people out. But even in that, like, well, how come I'm stagnant and I keep going through the same thing? So then you have to examine yourself. What am I putting out there? What am I doing? Who are the type of people I'm attracting? If you are married, okay, how am I responding when my spouse says this? If you are single, am I going for the same type of females every time? Or all the females I'm messing with only worried about what you can get them? Or all the males only worried about how long is it going to take before I smash? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get stagnant in that and find yourself just in the same loop. It's like a loop.
Cycle.
Like,
yeah.
No matter what happened, it's the same thing happening. Single or married, that happens. Like, if you're responding, yelling every time something don't go your way in a marriage, and you're wondering why you're stagnant and there's no growth, then there you have it, whatever the situation may be. So even in relationship wise, self-examination, most of the time when it comes to being stagnant, you have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, Lord, show me. That's the biggest thing, asking the Lord. It's not, Lord, you need to do something to him. You need to do something to her. Lord, show me. And
help us all.
Help us all. That's how it is.
Yeah, because a lot of us do that, man. I think change is hard, and we have to remember that. But if you're growing, you're changing. You know, think about the thought of a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. It becomes a totally different thing, but he had to be cocooned. Now I can make like a real preachy reference. Right. You got to be cocooned in with the Lord, and then you come out of new. No, but I'm just saying, a caterpillar changes greatly, but trust me, I'm sure it's not comfortable. That change, you know what I'm saying? And like, so we got to always be looking to change. That's one way to break the break the state of being stagnant is by changing. You have to change up something, switch up something. Just like I talked about earlier with the gym. I did something I didn't normally do, and it broke the stagnant feeling I had at the gym. I was like, okay, now I have the joy again because I had to break it up. And I think that kind of goes in the same way with other parts of our life too. Even in a relationship, if you always go to eat at this one restaurant and you get the same thing and you go on the same day, trust me, that woman you with gonna get tired of it. Or that dude you with gonna get tired of it. So you might need to go to a different restaurant, try something else, get out the box, and it brings new life. It may bring a whole nother conversation that y'all be talking about than normal, because like, dog, I'm in a new place. It's different people. I feel special. You got fish instead of chicken.
Right.
You know, brother try some salmon or something. It's like, man, he on a whole new level. But it's the change that I think that would help, man, for real.
No doubt, man. But to wrap it up, when it comes to as far as being stagnant and how do I deal with it? Accountability helps me. You know what I mean? Like I said, Hagen's, he'll hold me accountable. Zoo, Dominic, you know what I mean? Yourself, you guys hold me accountable. And it's nothing wrong with. It's different when a man hold a man accountable. You dig what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, sometimes I think when women hold men accountable, pride get in. You know what I'm saying? And it's just different. We can be bullheaded sometimes, but there are brothers in my life who will hold me accountable and let me know, like, you're not moving right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that helps for me tremendously. So find you a confidant. You only get you get a gang of constituents in your life, associates, constituents. You only get a few confidants. Confidants is somebody you can talk to, confide in, and they're not going to tell your business as soon as you walk away. Like, you know, such and such said, don't tell them I told you though. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't want, that's not a confidant. That's an associate or a constituent. Go ahead, bro.
Ms. Dingle said, we'll say this last comment, then we out. Ms. Dingle says, insanity is doing what you always do, but expecting different results. And that is very, very, very true. Yeah. And we all do that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing the exact same thing. Keep doing the same thing. But like, I don't understand why this person ain't changing. Well, I mean, just change you. You can't change them, change you. And sometimes the impression that someone gets by seeing you change can help. I can say, I'll give you an example. My spouse always have worked out. She always has worked out. But when I got serious about it, and went to another level, and encouraged her to go up. I didn't say, hey, you got to come on with me. You got to do all that. No, it was just like, she competitive as a mug. I know she probably watching. And she wasn't going to get beat by me losing all this weight. That's what it was. But whatever, it was an indirect leading that I didn't even know I was doing by just sticking to something. Saying I'm going to do it and sticking to it, and then you start seeing results. So I just think, that's good, bro. That's good.
Yeah, no doubt. So one word, stop being stagnant in your life.
Yeah, switch it up. Do something different. All right, man, we're going to hold up and wait.
Hold up. Hey.
All right, this song is called Can You Hear Me by, I think his name is DKG, K-I-E, so maybe DJ G Key. I think that's what that is. But it's called Can You Hear Me by DKG Key. Okay.
Popping out on business, standing on my Bible made me talk. Ask Jesus as my witness, I'm not Jonah, no, I got the call. Don't need no wishes, need no genie either, make my auto fall. Ain't done until I'm finished, change my ways, I feel like Papa Star. I'm cars, I'm clothes, I'm jewelry, it ain't cool unless my God involved. I'm choosing church, all this heaven wealth, boy, you chose them all. If DKG is in your church, it's up, packed it to the wall. Shouldn't be here, don't know how I made it, I just thank the Lord. Ring up on her finger, she not married, she just practice. Bad and bougie, dudes be on her line, I think she needs some kids. Love your smile, your walk, your talk, your grace. Even insecure. Walking purpose from my kingdom spots. I know these demons fear. Swipe a blicky, poking out my pocket. Don't come nowhere near me. Rising with it. Change my sound for clarity. Can you hear me? I just walked in the church. Can you hear me? Call my angels high alert. Can you hear me? I mix faith with the works. Can you hear me? God save me from the worst. Can you hear me? I just walked in the church. Can you hear me? Call my angels high alert. Can you hear me? I mix faith with the works. Can you hear me? God save me from the worst. Can you hear me? 18, got a lot of clips up in this Bible. Make a great scene. Seen this all before, just like a prophet. Daydream, demon tried, I kicked him out my crib like a away team. Got the gold and brought it way back home like I'm in Beijing. Critics talking, put them back on hush just like a plug. Now I'm popping, getting calls just like we family, we ain't cousins. Labels wonder how I'm blowing up this fast and I ain't cussing. I'm dodging all temptations. Why you spin like Gator? I just walked in the church, can you hear me? Call my angels high alert, can you hear me? I mix faith with the works, can you hear me? God save me from the worst, can you hear me? I just walked in the church, can you hear me? Call my angels high alert, can you hear me? I mix faith with the works, can you hear me? God save me from the worst, can you hear me?
That was Can You Hear Me by an artist by the name of DKG, K-I-E, maybe DKG Key. I don't know how he says it. If we saying it wrong, no disrespect, my brother. I just don't know how you say your name. That was a trap bounce kind of song. You know what I'm saying? My thoughts of the video playing. He was saying a few things if you listen closely. For me, that's kind of the style I grew up around, so it don't bother me much. It's cool. Not my favorite. Not what I hate neither. It's cool. I would ride to it in a ride and, you know, go hoop or something to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So my thoughts. Video was clean. You know what I'm saying? Not a whole lot of shots. The little part where the mouth was moving, that was kind of funny to me. I didn't get it, but it was funny. And, yeah, my thoughts. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. If it came on, like, in the middle of a rotation, I wouldn't skip it. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I think it was cool. It's a moment. I'm not gonna call it. It's definitely not a vibe. I think the boy said it best. Not my style for real, but I'm sure the youngins will like it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with the voice on that one. But overall, good song, man. Like I don't, like you said, I don't overly like it. I don't dislike it either. So but it wasn't for me. Whoever it's for, that's who it's for. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm definitely not going to hate on it. It wasn't whack.
Yeah, I can't shoot it down, man. It may not be for my particular generation, but, hey, I'm sure it's going to serve the people for who you're trying to serve it to, man. So salute to brother DKG, K-I-E. I know it's probably not K-I-E, but, brother, I'm doing my best with it. Yeah, DKG Kai. But salute to the brother, and the song was called Can You Hear Me? Let's get into the CHH segment. Segment. All right, you finna see the subject tonight for our CHH segment. Is it okay to be confident / cocky about your own music? Is it okay to be confident / cocky about your own music? And this is just from the standpoint as an artist, period. So I'm not even saying as a Christian artist. I'm saying as an artist. Is it okay to be confident / cocky about your own music? Mr. Davis.
Shout out to Hagen's. and I'm gonna say this. Very first show in 2013, we went out to Vegas. I actually got a chance to headline Club His Hop when it first opened back in 2013. And back then, I was confident and cocky at the studio, but I wouldn't do it in public because I felt like I can't do it. You know, it felt weird to me. So Hagen's went with me, got on stage with me, and he was like, "Don't worry about it. I'll be cocky for you."
He had your back.
So while he had my back to the fullest, you know. Shout out to my little brother. But I'll say this: I have learned over the years, you have to be confident and cocky when you get up there, because if you don't, even with me venturing over now and I'm starting to sing more and show the world that I do know how to sing, you have to be confident in that, because if not, they will see it. And if they see you're not into what you're doing, then guess what? They don't have any interest in what you're doing.
Yeah. I would say absolutely it's okay. if you're not hurting nobody else. But absolutely it's okay because like Rob said, if you don't believe in it, they ain't gonna believe in it. At the end of the day, if you don't like your own music, why you think somebody else gonna like your music? You feel me? Like you should be your biggest fan. And there's a lot of, and I know that sounds so elementary, but there's a lot of artists who are not their biggest fan. It's like they listen to everybody else, don't listen to their own self. Be like, man, I ain't listened to my own song in 6 months. What? Professional artists. It's a lot of people that's like that. I think it's totally okay to be confident / cocky about your own music unto the lines of where you're not down to nobody else. So, and what I mean by that, you can be like, yeah, I'm one of the dopest rappers out here, period. That's not offensive to nobody. Now, if somebody don't think you one of the dopest rappers, well, I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about you. It's no disrespect. And I ain't saying you suck because I think I'm good. No, I'm just going to say I think I'm very good. That's not a down. And now a lot of people don't like that, and they think you're downing them because you should be praising. I'm not. I should not be. I praise Jesus, and I'm happy about what he did with me as an artist or whatever. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that because I think it comes off on the stage very, very dishonest if you're being fake humble. And I come from the Christian aspect for this. It's like it's good to seem humble, out of balance though, right? Like, so it's good to seem humble when your fans, if you are humble, when your fans ask you for an autograph, you give them an autograph, you take a picture with somebody, and be humble. That's good. When you're on that stage, you should be a monster, in my opinion. Yeah, you should be a monster, not killing everybody else, but you killing whatever you did before. You trying to murder what you did before in a better way. I think that is perfectly fine as an artist, in my own opinion. Go ahead, bro.
And I think people need to understand confident and cocky. Listen, not to the point of arrogance.
Right.
That now something what I will do, I can't stand an arrogant artist, bro. Like I cannot stand an arrogant artist. And I think there's a fine line between cocky arrogance and insecure about your stuff. They all look the same. If you're not paying attention, cockiness and arrogance look the same until you look at it. Just like being insecure about it or unsure about your music can come off that way. Because if you're unsure, you sure it's good, you really like it, man, this dude always want to hear about it, or she always want to hear somebody give her praise. No, they're looking for validation. That's now cocky is you get on that stage and you're doing your thing and nothing matters. When you're at your video shoot, nothing matters. You cocky, you in your zone, you feeling yourself. Arrogance is you acting like a straight one word at the video shoot, at the thing. When you at the venue, you don't want to talk to nobody else. Like, man, get away. I ain't got time for that, man. When I get up here, you get up there and that it's different. Right. Arrogance, cockiness, and it's super, super different.
Yeah, I'm gonna put up here what Hagen said. He said, I think everybody should be confident, but it's not cool to be cocky if the music is trash. I agree and disagree with that, bro. And this is what I mean by that. I still think you should believe in your music. Now, I think you should have a friend strong enough to tell you, dog, you trash right now. Work on it. But while you're working, I feel like your attitude towards it as an artist should be like, yo, I'm one of the best, even if you ain't. And what I mean by that, I don't mean you should think you're the best while you ain't got to work. That's not what I mean. But I mean, when you present yourself as a professional and you come through confident, because I think not doing that don't work very well, especially in rap for hip hop. Now, for singing, I think it's different. I think for singing, you can have those different emotional, the way you can come off super humble in singing. It's different. I think it's very, very different than rap. With rap, man, you supposed to own the stage, man. Rap came from battling. Really, that's like the origins of it. Like, so you got to come in and command something. But I think the kingdom way of doing this, you come in and command, but you don't have to step on nobody else. That's my thing.
Yeah, and that is, what's Ms. Dingle say?
Ms. Dingle say, I got to work on my confidence in front of people. Lately, I get so nervous / scared before singing in church. I don't even want the choir to sing my songs. Yes, sis. You got to let the Lord work on you.
You got to let it go. And then
let the Lord work on you on that. Go ahead.
We as artists, Ms. Dingle or whomever, we as artists, I think we sometimes, you can't worry about the opinions of folks. Me and C has both been like, one year I got invited to this place called Moscow Mills, and it's a Camp El Shaddai.
Yeah.
And me and C went out there, and I tell you, these kids were stone-faced. And when it was over with, man, me and C heard so many testimonies. These kids was rocking with us, and it was all ages from older youth to younger youth, because it was a youth camp during the summer, but it was crazy. So a lot of times you can get scared, but sometimes the lyrics or the things that you're singing or some of the things that you're saying is hitting home so much that it got them. It's like, oh, wow, I can relate. And that's the Lord, moving. So sis, you definitely got to get your confidence in that, because the Lord can be using you. And I get it. And you can't look at people's faces. Like the trick that I learned on being on stage, you will swear up and down, I'm looking dead at you in the middle of me rapping, and I am looking right through you. You know what I mean? I'm looking right through you. If I happen to put a hand out and give you a 5, it's only because I saw your hand come back up. I ain't never even see who did it. You know what I mean? Because you can't that the enemy will use anything to sway you when you're on that stage if you're doing it from a kingdom aspect of it.
We got to think about scripture in Jeremiah. Rob was kind of alluding to it, where you can't be dismayed by their faces. You know what I'm saying? It says something to that extent. So, yeah, sis, I would definitely encourage you to, just go forth with it. And there's a natural fear that comes upon everybody being in front of people. It's easy because they all looking at you. But one thing I've been looking at lately, man, you see these professional artists, and it be an arena full of people. Everybody ain't waving their hands. Everybody ain't jumping. See, you think like, okay, if I was at this level or whatever, everybody gonna be rocking and going. It don't always be like that. A lot of them, you see these shows and these professionally well-known millionaire level artists are pouring their heart out on stage, and people sitting there smoking a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? People that discipline their skin, looking at their phone or whatever, and this person going in, and you see them in video, you're like, man, they the man and all that, because that's just the way people are. So you got to be able to look past that and go on in your zone, especially if you're doing something for the Lord. Then it's like, okay, it'd be a lot of time my eyes just be closed. Like, I ain't studying y'all. I'm finna go out with him. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just think it's I think overall when it comes to this, man, I think it's okay and very cool to be confident, almost cocky in your own music in that sense. To the point, I keep reiterating this, to where you're not hurting nobody else and you're not downing nobody else. But like I say, if I were to put on Twitter today, I guarantee this, it would be all smoke. I think I'm one of the best CHH rappers they ever lived. If I put that on there, who is you? Who is you? You ain't Lecrae. Who is Lecrae? Why would you even say that? When the last thing you put out? I ain't never heard no C-Micah. That's all it would be. Yeah. And then I'd be like, well, that's just what I think. I mean, so what? I wasn't down to nobody else. You see how uncomfortable that makes somebody feel? I would just be sharing my own opinion, and now the wrong thing would be, I already know in my head if I did that, what type of flack would come, so I wouldn't even do it anyway. I wouldn't even do it because I just wouldn't. I may tell Rod that, I think I maybe one of the best. I probably wouldn't put it out in public because I don't feel like arguing. But I'm just saying the fact, I shouldn't even have to argue. If that's my opinion, that's my opinion. It doesn't mean like I think Lecrae is trash and I think this person is trash. I didn't say that. I just like what I do. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, but that's my opinion.
It's not. I'll tell you this. Confident on sharing on social media. Confident and cocky enough when I'm on stage. The only time I'm like Miss Dingle, what she said, is when I'm in the presence of someone and it's a bunch of people and somebody put my song on. And that makes me uncomfortable. That makes me very uncomfortable. Now, if we had a concert and the DJ be like, yo, Robert Damon, this is Rob, ladies, that's one thing. But like when we're in a setting and someone plays my song, and yo, Rob, check this out. That is so uncomfortable. So
incredibly uncomfortable. Jesus.
My dad did it, and he didn't mean to make me uncomfortable. My dad was just being proud when I went down for my birthday, and he played like an album that came out a minute ago, and was like, yo, and he played it, and I'm like, can we play something else, please?
Play my new stuff?
Play my new stuff.
Right.
And I had to come back to him and like, Pop, I wasn't being disrespectful. It's people here that's never even heard my music. and you're playing something from 2018, and I just dropped something
at that time.
Yeah, and at the time I just dropped this song last month. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's uncomfortable when people want to play my video, or if I'm at work and somebody find out, oh, I just found out you rapping, blah, blah, blah. And then I walk in the office, and next thing you know, I'm looking at myself on YouTube, and I have to turn around and walk back out because that's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's uncomfortable.
Now, this is not debate fuel, but let me counter your statement, which is funny. You know what's crazy about that, though? If we go to a concert, right, and let's say I'm trying to think of somebody. Alicia Keys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Worldwide known artist, female singing vocalist. You think she could do that show without doing Falling? Or New York? Some of these songs, right? And it's funny because you're saying that, and I agree with you because I'm the artist. I want them to hear the newest stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody's in the audience, they like, I want to hear the hits. And you like, this new stuff is a hit. And they like, nah. Let me hear that Falling. And she like, man, I wouldn't even marry the Swiss Beats back then. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Why I got to do that song? But folks want to hear the hits. So I think from the artist perspective, I fully agree with you. But from the fan perspective, I'd be like, you know, hey, I put it out. I'm going to listen to it. It's going to be like chalkboard, you know, with the screeching on chalkboard. That's how it's going to be. Chalkboard. Yeah, it's good. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Oh, this stuff, it wouldn't even mix right. Right. Man, I know where I messed up at. And you know all the spots where you messed up where everybody else can't hear it. And you're like, oh, this joint still got tags in it. Why? Stop playing it. I ain't getting paid for this.
That's exactly how I felt. You know what I mean? But I ended up apologizing to Pops. He was a proud father at that moment, wanting to let it go. What Ms. Dink was saying?
She said, I can do karaoke with absolutely no fear or anxiety. I'm totally confident in my ability to perform, but in church, it'd be different. I understand, sis.
It is. You just got a little ratchetness in you. I get it. No, I'm just
I ain't making it. What you said.
She said, Ms. Dingle, I will tell you this. If singing R&B, I can sing R&B all day long. Writing and trying to go but I rap Christian all day long with confidence. I wouldn't want to rap nothing else. But singing R&B, I can sing it. I can do whatever I need to do with R&B. When it comes to trying to sing gospel, I struggle with it. So I do understand. C4 Katona, what's going on, bro? It's always good to see you slide in.
Good to see you.
But yeah, I understand, Ms. Dingle. I'm messing with you. You dig what I'm saying? But I get it. And I think it's a trick of the enemy with that too. You know what I mean? Because he don't want you to use all your gifts to glorify the kingdom. So it's much easier to go back to what we know.
Yeah, but to wrap this up, is it okay to be confident and cocky about your own music? In my opinion, yes, absolutely. You ain't got to down nobody else, but I think you should fully believe in yourself. And especially in hip hop, it comes through when you don't. Everybody want everybody to be humble, but when they come through humble on that stage, that man boring as a mother.
Boring as ever.
This boy ain't got no energy. This boy just standing in one spot. Yeah, come on. Nah, dog, that's trash. You got to believe in it. And people that love their music, you can tell when they perform it. You can see it because they'll be enunciating stuff. They'll be rapping. Like, wait till you hear this part. They ain't gonna even say that, but they rapping like, man, what you hear this bar? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
and that's when they love it.
Huh? Hey, they don't even know we about to slide out on them.
Right. Man, they don't even know we about to slide on them. They ain't ready.
That's
Exactly. So when you love your own, man, you go with it, man. It hit different. All right, man, we going to hold up and wait on this, man. We get to the last video of the night. This video is by our local homie here from East St. Louis, Mr. Tory Deshaun.
Tory Deshaun, East Side Stand Up.
East Side Stand Up. Here we go.
Hold up. Hey.
This song is called Stuck on the Elevator. Check this out. It's a very good video.
A lot of people involved.
It's a good video.
I like this song, by the way.
The boy be singing.
What am I gonna do with myself now? just let go now? What am I gonna do with myself now? Maybe I can finally just let go now. What am I gonna do with myself now? Maybe I can finally just let go now. What am I gonna do with myself now? What am I gonna do with myself now?
Boopy. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up.
Maybe I should let God break a few chains. Maybe I just gave myself a new pain. Maybe I'm just tired like a shoestring. Being in this space made me insane. When my dog went down, couldn't believe it. Whatever could come to me, keep leaving. Can you see me? Help me believe you will never leave. Shout out whoever really wanna see me. God bless the people that wanna bring me. Fear closing in, about to fold me. Sin heavy on me, God don't let it hold me. God, I know what you're doing is trying to grow me. Got the word in my hand like don't put me. All the voices in my head, gotta make them shut. Lay the phone on the bed, gotta put the drug
Down.
I prayed, but she still died. My homie chose to still ride. My country been believing lies. But I'ma just keep on praying. Daddy left me, he's in jail. Environment was made to fail. But I know that you got the skill. But I'm worried. What am I gonna do with myself now? Maybe I can finally just let go now. What am I gonna do with myself now? What am I gonna do with myself now?
Boopy. Boopy. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down.
Oh, I've been spending all night sitting on the floor, finding out that all I know is I don't know. God come for me, don't leave me in the cold. Don't hurry up. Stress can't keep holding me, fear can't keep holding me, doubt can't keep holding me, life can't keep bringing me. Drug addiction won't take me, comparison won't take me, my anxiousness won't take me, lust addiction won't take me. Doubted your existence too many times, put my faith in a Christian too many times. Call myself a believer but scared to die, tryna let go, let God, but I'm holding on. Flesh is weak but I told him I'm going strong, saying cheese but I won't be a pro for long. I can't hide it no more, God take it, God take it. What am I gonna do with myself now? Maybe I can finally just let go now. What am I gonna do with myself now? What am I gonna do with myself now? Oh, I've been spending all night sitting on the floor, finding out that all I know is I don't know. God come for me, don't leave me in the cold. Don't hurry up.
That was called Stuck on the Elevator by Mr. Tory Deshawn. East St. Louis Stand Up. My thoughts on that video, man. That's a very powerful video. If you did not know what was going on, I'll give you backstory. I don't know the story personally. I just watched the video just like y'all. But it seems like him and his wife was trying to get pregnant. They didn't get pregnant. And all the friends from all around, our brother Gully, who actually do have a child, and some other people that was in the video was showing they prayed and they all happy about it. And he's trying to be happy, but he's really upset because his wife didn't get pregnant, and he was going through the emotions of that. I think it was a beautifully shot video, and the song was super dope, very creative. That was a very creative artist. That dude is like super creative. He can rap very, very good, but he can sing as well. And I enjoyed that, man. That was very dope to me. Different, but dope. I liked it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad he's finally put visuals to it because I actually got this song on one of my playlists. And it may sound like it's like a boring song, but even in the middle of having a hype playlist and this song comes on, it still plays perfectly through because of creativity wise, playing on the beat with the ups, the downs, and making sure his beat, his verses lined up perfect with it. But the visuals behind it, it was a powerful video because we've all been there. We've all been there where everybody else around you seem like they're getting blessed, but you're not. You believe in God for everybody, you're believing in God for something, but you're celebrating with everybody else, but it don't seem like you ever getting that. You know what I mean? Like always the bridesmaid, not the bride. that type of situation. So, yeah, song is dope. Like, I already knew it, but to see the visuals go with it, I thought it was perfect. Shout out to the homeboy Gully. He was in there. We've had him on the show before. And I believe I saw Soul Crawford in there also. So shout out to them, man.
Yeah, man. And one more thing I say, just from the musician side, if you caught this, man, the effects and the editing of that song was so dope. I'm talking about the audio. You know what I'm saying? So he was singing this one part, and I hate the name of this, but they call it like a demon voice. When they make the voice go deep, his voice ain't that deep, right? So he was saying myself, and it was high, and then it was going down. It wasn't like he was singing down. They did this pitch thing to his voice, but it sounded dope within the sound. I just hate the name of it because, I ain't with no demons. But that joint is dope, and it was mixed very well, man. That dude is very talented. I've seen him live a few times, and been impressed every time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
It seems to be a solid dude, man, because I don't think I ever even met him like one-on-one, man. But we didn't seen each other so many times and started being like, all right, giving dap. I know you somebody. Right. I seen you at a bunch of shows, so what's up, brother? So big salute to Tori Deshaun out of East St. Louis, man. And that was called Stuck in the Elevator. Stuck in the Elevator. Very, very nice song, man. Powerful video.
Cool. Hey, have you ever thought I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? Look, man, we said it at the beginning of the show. We also said it kind of at the mid-ish beginning of the show. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. It's about to pop up. If you haven't did that, at least hit the like for this show. If you still don't hear one words and you rocking with us, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification. If you've already hit subscribe and notify, don't do it again because you're going to undo all that. Just make sure you hit the thumbs up. Also, you can support us with Cash App. Cash App, Not the Same Podcast, notthesamepodcast.com/support. I will be updating that website, if not tonight, tomorrow. And what that means is you can go back and catch our last 3 episodes of all 3 shows. Sports on Wednesday. The Bible study that's every other Tuesday. This Tuesday, we got another series coming up. And this show, the last 3 episodes. So, yeah, make sure y'all go back and tune in. And like we always say, we appreciate the comments because that's the way. Big support. Prayers, big support, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we cannot do it without you. We say this every show, every week, and it's not a broken record. It's just the truth. We cannot do this without you. Y'all make the show even more interesting than we are, which we are not very, very much. But y'all help. Y'all are a big part of the show. Y'all are just as important as we are. We thank you for all the support we've had over the years. We almost to 200 shows, which is crazy. And God did it, man. Like, we never thought it would be this. We never thought it'd be this. We had no idea of this when we started out in the pandemic in each other's. I was in the kitchen and Rob was in like the little side room with the Davis clock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And look at where we've come now. So we're very grateful for everybody watching, and we thank y'all, man. But with that being said, I'm C-Micah.
I'm Robert Dean.
We'll see y'all next week for the Bible study. We is out.
Man.
About our Father's business, crime mode. Filled with this Holy Spirit, that's a cheat code. Holiness the standard, we never fold. We about to make a scene episode about our Father's business.